Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Ibrahim Traoré's era. We begin this story with pain, with tears, and with sorrow, but we end it with pride, strength, and victory. The world talks about Captain Ibrahim Traoré's defiance of France and the West, but what they don't talk about is the sacrifice he makes at home. The sacrifice that turned blood into courage and pain into power. Earlier this year, before the new Russian weapons arrived, a dark day fell upon Burkina Faso. Terrorists, those same puppets used by foreign powers, attacked a military base. The cost was heavy. 23 soldiers, husbands, fathers, brothers, were killed in the line of duty. But this was no random attack. Reports show that the terrorists had a special mission, to kill Captain Ibrahim Traoré himself. He had been at that same base just hours before the attack. He was there early that morning, talking to his men, planning the next moves for the defense of the nation. The terrorists missed him by a few hours, but they left behind 23 fallen heroes. It was a wound that could have broken a weaker leader. It could have crushed the army's spirit. But Traoré did not hide. He did not send ministers or officials to do his work. He went himself. One by one, he visited the families of the fallen. He stood before the widows. He met the children. He looked into the eyes of the mothers who had lost their sons. He did not come with speeches. He came with a promise. He vowed that their blood would not be forgotten.
It relieved me. I even kind of forgot what was in my heart. It relieved me a lot.
Really, I am moved.
Truly, I am at a loss for words.
Truly, their visit comforts us. It lifts our spirits.
I didn't know that I, my humble self, everything, a head of state, comes to me.
I still have children in my care. We always pray for blessings so that it really stops and doesn't happen again.
So they must avenge the death of our husbands. But God willing, they will win this war.
We have decided to fight so that it stops. Because the longer it takes, the more it grieves us. So, there you have it. We are at this stage currently. It's about preparing all the forces and truly engaging in the fight, so that those who have gone before us can truly rest in peace. It is under this sole condition that they will rest in peace. When we fight, avenge them, bring back peace, we are committed to this path. And also, alongside that, it's about taking care of our widows. And if we don't take care of those who are left behind, it becomes a bit complicated. So it is in this regard that we really came to inquire about the family's conditions, to know if everything is really okay, what we can provide. Because what we are currently doing for the families, there are centers we are building all over so that widows can learn the trades of their choice. In the end, we try to help them resettle, also to ensure that social services are taking good care of them and the children. And looking ahead, I think we are actually creating an agency at the presidency to take care solely of widows, orphans, and the injured. There you go. That's somewhat the purpose of our visit.
He vowed to destroy terrorism completely. He vowed that the families of the fallen would never live in shame or poverty. This was not charity. This was honor, a sacred duty between a leader and his soldiers. From that moment, something powerful was born, a bond between the army, the leader, and the people. The soldiers saw their captain stand before the families of the fallen, not as a ruler, but as a brother. They knew he was not fighting for wealth or power. He was fighting for dignity, for the future, and for them. From this pain came a new law, a policy so revolutionary that it shocked the entire nation. The Minister of the Interior called it the policy of absolute honor. It changed everything about what it means to serve and die for your country. Under this new policy, the wife of every fallen soldier receives double her husband's salary. The children of the fallen get free education, all the way to university. This was not just about money. It was about respect. It told every soldier, if you fall, your family will stand tall. If you die for your country, your name will live forever. This erased the old way, where soldiers died forgotten and their families suffered in silence. Now, the Burkinabe soldier fights, knowing that his children will never beg, his wife will never starve, and his family will be honored forever. This is not just a military reform, it is a moral revolution. The results came fast. Thousands of young men and women rushed to join the army. They saw that serving under Traoré was not a road to poverty. It was a road to pride. For the first time, the Burkinabe army became a true family, a brotherhood built on trust, honor, and faith. And as the army's spirit rose, so did its strength. Russia delivered new weapons, tanks, drones, bombers, and armored vehicles. Not old, used machines, but brand new war equipment made for modern combat. Across the country, the barracks filled with supplies. Massive transport trucks, loaded with ammunition and rations, lined the roads. Every soldier was trained not just to fight, but to win. The nation was transforming, from fear to fire. The Air Force gained new power. Drones now fly across the desert day and night. Bombers strike before the enemy even moves. The terrorists who once hid in the shadows now have no safe place left. The army that was once struggling is now strong. The army that once begged for help is now leading its own war, its own way. And the soldiers fight with one voice, one mission. We fight not for money, but for our brothers. We fight not for power, but for our fallen. We fight because Captain Traoré promised us, we will win. The tragedy that claimed 23 soldiers was supposed to break the revolution, but instead, it made it unstoppable. The policy of absolute honor turned grief into strength. It destroyed the old system that kept African soldiers poor, forgotten, and afraid. Now, every Burkinabe soldier fights with certainty, certain that his family is protected, certain that his leader stands with him, certain that he is not a tool of foreign powers, but a defender of his own land. Traoré has built not just an army, but a symbol, the Iron Army of Africa. Burkina Faso is now ready to crush terrorism, ready to end foreign manipulation, ready to win its second independence. The message is clear. If you attack us, you face the Iron Army, armed with Russian steel and African courage. This is not the Burkina Faso of fear. This is the Burkina Faso of fire, built from sacrifice, led by honor, and powered by the vow of a captain who keeps his word. The blood of the 23 fallen heroes has not been wasted. It has become the seed of freedom. This is Ibrahim Traoré's era,